All right. See if we can make this happen tonight.
Huh?
Hey, neighbor.
Hello?
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
I want a cowbell.
Okay, I got
No,
another window running here. There we go. I was watching Diva in the Dirt and realized what time it was.
Oh,
What you been up to?
nothing much. I ain't been home too awful long. Well, yeah, I've been home since about probably a couple hours anyway. No, not a whole lot today.
Yeah, it's
What about
me.
you?
One of them days I just didn't have the energy. That shit's pardon my language, but it's piling up behind me, because I'm having more days where I just don't have the energy to get and do stuff.
You ought to
Uh,
try some B12.
yeah, you're not the first one to mention that. I keep
I tell
forgetting
you
to
what,
list.
you take if you can get the powdered drink, or you can take the vitamins. The it I would say that the drink would be quicker, but the regular vitamins now, after a while now, you can tell the difference.
Liquor's quicker, isn't it?
I guess, but yeah, I don't know how much B12 is in the liquor, but I haven't done a scientific study on that, but I won't never will either. But
Hello, Passamaquoddy, Lark's Homesteadish. Now, I tried to tell Diva she didn't have to cut it short. Um, just because I'm live. I mean, billions of people are live at the same time. Nobody's fighting over that. So,
nah,
plus Diva's cool. So, uh, man.
Passamaquoddy is listening and crocheting.
She's a
I'm
crocheting machine.
I'm just listening. I'm not listening. I'm watching and listening and talking. Crochet. I never did do it, but I see it would be a good time killer, past time.
Learned how to do it when I was 12, I think. But after that, I don't.
Also, you can, after it's over with, you can eat you a good sweater out of the deal.
Oh my God, Q. Oh my God, woman. Oh,
Oh, who? Oh my God,
you
that's
got all kinds of hats. All you need is one of them.
I'm a hat. There is a story, a kid's story about. I think it might have been a Curious George story about the guy with many hats. Or it might not have been. It's some other. I know the story. I remember as a kid reading it. No, I ain't got too many. I've got certain ones I like wearing. I refrain from buying too many hats when I see them out because I don't need them.
You only have one head, right?
I only got one head, but I mean, I see one and oh, that's a cool hat,
Yeah.
and I'll get it.
She was on here last Sunday. Now that woman's got some hats. She's got
I
some.
wanna- I probably ain't got a great many, but I got more than I can wear. So.
Oh, let me see here. Kill my mic.
Did y'all get a storm here around 6:30, 7 o'clock, maybe? Well, I was up in Danville, and it looked like it was really laying back in here. Uh, but I got my sense of direction wrong. I posted it on Facebook, but with a picture I took of it, and I put the wrong direction it was heading. I put it as going southwest, but it was actually going northeast.
If you're talking about this morning, no.
No, this afternoon.
Oh no.
What was it? It was
It
an
must-
ominous. It was an ominous looking cloud, but it didn't drop anything. Oh, what are you doing? You can't be in two places at one time.
I videoed some of that on the weather cam because those clouds were really, they were really dark, and I thought, sure enough, we're going to get something. Nothing happened.
We can only put up with only one of you, Barry. We can't. Oh,
I know I got to put up with myself. Can you imagine?
oh, look at all them cats passed out from their tuna dinner. They look like a bunch of people that's been drinking and got drunk and passed out. Look at them, they're all comatose. What'd you put in the tuna? Sleeping pills. Yeah, they're all passed out.
Might be some more, but I don't know. I got one that wants to keep to herself.
Oh, one of them longer cats.
I don't want to disturb that one.
That one older cat that disappeared, it was a loner kitten.
Yeah.
We called him Blackie. Called him Blackie, but he was all black. He stayed off. He would play with the rest of them, but generally he would stay off to himself. He was kind of like a loner. God, it looked like they had a big party, and now they're all crashed.
Yeah. Well, a party to them is aggravating the hell out of me. Oh, you're trying to use your computer? Let me get between you and the keyboard. Oh, were you watching that? I'm sorry. Let me clean myself, and then you can watch it.
You can watch me clean myself.
Yeah, pretty
Basically
much.
how that goes.
See here.
No, I seen on the radar. It looked like it was just coming into Kentucky, right around the Paducah area earlier, about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Looked like a pretty good system coming in. Well, I take that back. There was one in north coming into about Owensboro, along about that time. Told you wrong. Storm.
There's one northwest, like past almost over Missouri,
I can look.
headed this way.
I can look on my radar on TV, but quick, I'll tell you. I'll be right back.
Sorry, Q. That's
It's
that
just coming in. It's not much of a storm. It looked like mostly rain coming in about west of Louisville.
Yeah.
That's probably what you're talking about.
Sorry, Q. If I had an OnlyFans page, I guess that me cleaning myself would be appropriate for that one, but no, not on here. I don't want to get subscribers that way. Might scare the ones I have, scare them away, and I'd start all over again.
Guardian Warrior Q says you were cleaning yourself. Or she thought, or he thought, or whatever.
She thought I said something about cleaning myself. I don't think I'm going to stoop that low for subscribers, and I'm pretty sure that would actually cause me to lose what subscribers I actually have. And YouTube would kick me off and say I'm banned and all that good stuff because nobody wants to see that.
I don't know, dude. You would be surprised about what they'll do. YouTube. I mean, I wouldn't watch it, but you know, I think
Q, I don't know what I'm going to do with you, girl. Only thing I don't like about window air conditioners that hum, and you're trying to hear something that's lower than what the air conditioner is, and you're like, and you're straining because the damn thing is so loud over there. You wouldn't think that thing as little as it is and put out that much noise, but
yeah. Well, them speakers on your laptop ain't best in the world either. You know.
oh no, I mean it was something. I think it was outside. I'm not sure. I had owls out in the woods. Sound like they were mating or getting ready to mate or calling each other to mate. I don't know. The other night it was.
Well, they probably were.
Yeah, it was. It was interesting. Almost homesteading. Good evening. Yeah, it was. They were. They weren't too bashful about it. The cats are driving you crazy. What are they doing?
You spelled hygiene wrong. Garden Warrior Q.
Oh.
I'm gonna spell check you. Don't ask me because I don't even remember how to spell it myself. So, but I just know it looks wrong.
I'll tell you what. There's a difference. Do you remember the layout of this place here?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's sort of. The kitchen is attached, but it's sort of cut off by two bars.
Yeah.
You know, somehow, which I mean, I know cool air sinks and hot air rises. There's at least a 10-degree difference between the living room and the kitchen. You go in the kitchen, it feels like somebody left the stove on. I don't even have a stove, but I mean, that's what it feels like. Like the oven is on, and it feels like you got the door open and you're standing over it. The bathroom is the same way. I'd say that little bathroom is probably like that as well. Yeah, mine. My cats. Well, I've got a couple of these kittens here. They'll just jump up to the windowsill on the door, and they'll just look in the window. No, Diva in the dirt. Hello, Marine. Welcome. Yeah, that's I'll get to the door over there, and I can hear it because it's kind of loose, so it makes this rattly noise when they do it. And you see this little head, and little paw stuck to the frame.
Yeah.
No, let me in.
There's no tacos.
Hey, Gear. I wish we had some tacos. I'd pass them out to everybody. Make mine chicken though. Yeah, that's it. Block my light. Good job, kitty. Hey, Gear. I hope you're doing well. I don't know if you saw it or not, almost homesteading, but I gave the cats some tuna, so they're all sprawled out right here in a fur ball, a large fur ball, asleep on my table. See, I've got to do some kind of trick to get them to sleep because otherwise they'll be right here. I'll be going, trying to look over at a cat. So now, if that little room over there had two things, an air conditioner and a door, I'd go in there and I'd be like, "You clog the door all you want to. I'm doing my thing."
I don't bribe my cats. If they're doing something wrong, I'll take my water bottle to them.
Yeah.
They don't like that water bottle. No, they do not like that. I don't take it out. I don't use it very much, but they know when I do use it, they done something.
Almost homesteading. It's if you have more than two cats, sometimes even just one is like mostly this guy right here, Dark Paw. He's got a little boo boo, but we are cleaning it every day. So anyway, if he's awake, he's between me and the laptop, and I can't hardly watch anything. So I grab my phone, and I'll be watching on my phone. He'll raise up, turn around, look at me, and give me just, like, how dare you? It's actually, I think it's for attention, is what it is. I'm paying attention to whatever's going on my screen, and it's not focused on the cats.
Yeah.
So she's gonna block the light and put a shadow on my face here.
Oh, that's better. I like it with a shadow on your face.
Oh yeah, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Well, I need to turn. Maybe I should turn my light off.
Clark's Homesteadish. I'm going to be doing a recipe that my mom always made in the summertime. So that should be in like the next couple days. I'll put a video out about that. Something nice and cool to eat in the summertime. It's pretty filling too. But I'm not going to give all my secrets. Is that a monkey?
No. That's a gnome.
Oh, it's a gnome. Okay.
That's a gnome sitting on the full picture is a gnome sitting on a tree branch fishing.
Oh, okay. I see it now. I have to get right up on it. I'm blind. I can't hear out the other ear. Hey, homeless in America. Well,
That's a lot better.
Don't let my cats know the earth is flat because they'll knock everything off of it. Mountains, trees, people, cars, trucks, you name it.
They do
Oh.
that.
Huh?
They catch something sitting on the table though. What's this doing here? Whack.
And they'll look you straight in the eye when they're doing it.
Yeah. You know you're not supposed to have this here human. It's in my way. Oh really, cat? Cause you're in my way too. Yeah. Cats are unusual creatures.
Here's the deal, though, Diva. When I make this recipe, I'm gonna have to figure something out. Like put all the cats outside, or put them in this room. I really don't want to put them in that room because it's hot in there. Because it does involve tuna. It's,
Oh Lord. Good
it's
luck
not
with
gonna
that.
be- and- which is fine because it's just me. There's like no point in me doing the full recipe, which is like when I made it for my family, it was, we had 6 kids, so I would put 6 cans of tuna in there, and it's in a big mixing bowl, you know. But since it's just me, I'm just gonna make it'll be in a bowl about that wide, about that tall. So just 1 can of tuna should be enough. But they'll smell. They'll be outside. They'll smell it. They'll come right to the door.
Oh,
The
they'll be
door.
beating the door down trying to get in.
Yeah.
We know what you're doing in there.
We know that smell. It's a wonder Jordan's cat doesn't come running up here.
They'll be looking through the windows.
Yeah.
They'll be like
There's
hanging
one
on
over here by me. Look through the window.
What's he doing in there?
Like Missy does. Missy, I don't know. She's got this thing where she'll come to this window and she'll start scratching at it and trying to get my attention. I'm like, go around. She just looks at me. Go around the back door. Just looks at me. Starts clawing at the window again. I'm like, all right. I'll go around the front, up to the porch, pick her up, carry her around to the back. And then by the time I get her to the back door, she wants to put down so she can walk in the door on her own.
He can't count that high.
Have I done it? Wait a minute. Wait, Diva. Diva in the chat, our group chat on Messenger. I put the live link if you want to come up. Oh, how many cats I've got? Well, I've lost a few. I'm not sure what. Like my dogs, I could take anything out of the freezer, but if I take hot dogs out of the freezer, they come running. I don't know how they smell frozen hot dogs, but they do. Oh, their senses are 10 times stronger than ours. That's why. Okay, so let's see now. I'll count the ones outside first. So there's
Back in a minute.
there are 4 outside. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 cats, Diva. 7 cats. It would have been quite a bit more, but I've lost a few. was too loud. I think I almost woke one up. Oh yeah, in Passamaquoddy, all I have to do is open that little meat drawer in my fridge, and they all come running like I'm gonna hand them some lunch meat or something out of there. All right, Keith.
We may get some of that, some of that storm, or most of it. Direction is heading.
Lark's homestead says my cats beg for canned food, so she herds us to the pantry. Yeah, it's amazing, really. I mean, what dogs and cats both really.
I
How
had
they play us. They can play us. They know how to play us. I mean, they really do. I mean, think about it. Our kids played us too, didn't they? There was always something they wanted to play us a little bit, like a fiddle.
let's see. I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 8 cats until the 2 disappeared and 1 died. But I'm going to pick up 2 more. Yeah, as soon as I get back over to my searching log, I got a cat had a bunch of kittens. I seen one I wanted. It got a white streak right down its face, right down over its nose, from the top of its head all the way down across over its nose. Looked like a skunk. Looked just like a polecat.
That's unusual.
Yeah, I seen it. It's just a solid. It wasn't no breaks in the white at all. Just one solid. Looked like somebody took a white paint and went right down his nose. And the other one is solid black.
Well, I tell you, out here in the country, and especially around here, it pays to have a few cats because we've had problems with not just mice, but we've had like here where I lived, I had people lived up above me on the hill, and when they moved out, they left a big pile of trash up there. It was same. This is the same bunch that the double wide burned down, and they left a big pile of junk and trash out there, and it brought on rats. So it's really, beneficial. Just like having a farm, really, a lot of farmers would rather have cats around, plus dogs.
Yeah, especially when you got corn bins and stuff, it keeps rats out of the corn.
Yeah.
You got in bins.
Nachos, man, nachos sound good. Well, imagine it's nachos. Man, Taco Bell used to have the best, that Nacho Bell Grande. And I had that about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was crap. I said, never again.
To me, Taco Bell has changed their recipe on stuff. Nothing tastes like it used to. Of course, I've had COVID twice, so my taste buds are shot. So anything, it It just seemed like they just didn't taste right for some reason.
Last time I went was 2019, and I swore I'd never go back again because it was. I just noticed that the quality, like you said, their meat's terrible.
It just didn't.
It's like sawdust with meat flavoring in it. Well, hello, madam.
Oh, he's doing something. We must wake up everybody and get in his way. Yeah, I was aiming to get me a Pepsi and went to where it's at in the box and there was a cat laying on top of it. So I guess that ruled that out.
Usually they're crawled up inside the box.
Yeah, these here do too. These here do. Be walking through the house and see a box moving around. For a split second, you're saying, "Why is that box moving?" Oh, cat.
Yeah.
I didn't think he's big enough to fit through that hole. Or
Yeah.
small enough, I mean.
Andrews Northwest Coins. Good evening. Oh man.
Those are okay, but they're only good cold.
Do what?
The cherry vanilla Dr. Peppers,
Oh,
they're only good cold, I
I've
think.
had just the cherry Dr. Pepper. I
Yeah,
haven't had that vanilla one yet. Vanilla and cherry.
yeah. You can't drink them unless they're cold. I can't anyway. Oh, Barry, I'm over yawning tonight. Ugh.
Ah, dude, I've been like that all day. And I hate that. That's something about me I can't stand. Is I'll be dead tired. I'm just barely keep my head up. And I'm like, okay, it's time to go to bed. And then I climb into bed and I'm like, you know, eyes probably like this and wide awake. And I'm like, what the hell? I just want to sleep. But yeah, that's how my mind works. And it starts racing. And it's like, but what if, what if we think about this all night long? What if we just not do that? We go to sleep. No, 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 no. Oh, did you? Have you been following up on the whole deal in Peru?
Uh, Not since yesterday.
They're trying to say that like there's conflicting reports now. They're saying there's some illegal miners and they were dressed up.
Oh, I've heard that. Yeah, but
Well, okay.
that's the police. That's the police and the military's response to that. That's their theory.
Yeah, because the villagers said that they were levitating and that one flew away, and I'm like, hmm.
I don't know, dude. I wasn't down there, so I can't. You know,
Okay.
I can't say yay or nay, but it's All
Okay.
thing I can say about the situation is it's very strange and above my pay grade. But why would they pick a remote village like that to do their business? The aliens. Maybe they think they can get by with more in a remote location like that than they would be able in a populated area. That would be one guess, but I don't know.
Good point, Pots McFly. Yeah, and they stretch themselves to 8 feet tall. There's so much I want to say. I'm afraid they'll.
I'm allergic to nuts in general. They get my blood pressure up.
I'm afraid to go too deep into the rabbit hole. I'm afraid they'll cut my stream off or something. But let's go back to Nevada, right?
Yeah.
7, 8 foot tall aliens landing in someone's backyard. Whispers of Project Bluebeam. What else has happened? You know, I mean, it all ties together. Oh, the whistleblower. Setting us up for something, folks.
That whistleblower crap. I don't go for that. I mean, they're going to actually let somebody blow the whistle on everything. They've been trying to keep secret for 50 years without doing something to the whistleblower. Unless they have another agenda and they want the information leaked out to create a narrative where they can use their Project Bluebeam and their fake alien invasion. That's all it comes, figures to.
Hello, Carol. Hello, Tufu.
I may be a dumb old country boy, but I sure as hell wasn't born yesterday.
Warrior Q's got a point. Nephilims were tall, but they were fallen angels when they mated with human women. So,
well, the sons of God mated with human women. They found them fair, and they created Nephilim. That's another rabbit hole.
Yeah. Well, that's just another offshoot of the rabbit hole.
I could go into that situation for hours. I could talk about that for hours. I've done deep research on that. The Bible and the Old Testament's full of it, full of references. Not just Gen 6. There's other chapters and books in the Old Testament that reference giants. You just gotta know how to look at it. In our history is not what we've been told by no stretch of the imagination. I mean, common sense tell you that. The victors get to write history to suit themselves in any situation, There's a lot of things about World War II that we may never know the true things that happened there.
All right, Diva. Thanks for stopping in. We love you. Have a good night. Q hit on a good point, and I immediately thought of Large Hadron Collider. Where did her comment go? Or was it Q? Hey, bless you.
I had a sneeze. I didn't get my mic. I mute my mic quick enough. It's one of them sneezes that creeps up on you.
Okay. You said it's just Project Bluebeam, or maybe one of them evil elites open a portal. Well, some weird stuff has happened around the Large Hadron Collider. So, your guess is as good as mine. I mean, they're screwing. They're trying to be God, and you're not. That's one thing. Don't ever try to assume that you're anything close to God.
Everybody thinks that one Hadron Collider is the only one they're using, but there's more than one.
There's more. Yeah. The other ones aren't quite as big, but they're just as powerful.
Yeah. It's a subject that I
So,
don't know. You just got to use your own discernment about it. There's so many channels out there. It's clickbait, and try to get you to click on them and watch the video just because they put out a little something about aliens. And you just got to piece it all together to take bits and pieces from each one and come up with your own conclusion. I don't know.
yeah, you got to weed out the crap from the.
I've been through it before. I've fell for some of that stuff, and no, I know what to look for now. I can smell a rat within 5 minutes of watching a video.
Yeah.
And I have discernment. I'm not ashamed to admit it because and I wished I was wrong on a lot of things, but no. I followed one individual on YouTube for about 2 years, watched his videos and his shows constantly. At first, they were pretty good, and seemed like doing the right thing. And all of a sudden, they turn a 360.
And that's when they got real big, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, and they started talking crazy stuff. It made no sense and contradicting themselves, and then but that's just like anything else. That's just like the news or whatever. You just gotta on TV. You gotta pick through it because they do sow a little bit of truth in with the BS. They have to. It's kind of like a game to them. If you mix a little truth in with the BS, then most people will think, well, the whole daggone thing's BS.
And it's up to us to build a filter.
Yeah, you got to have a filter, and you got to
This-
be discernment and common sense. And
your gut's going to tell you, hey, this, and this is bull crap. The rest of that it sounds plausible.
somebody asked me one time in chat, and I put the comment out that you got to use common sense. They said, "Well, what's common sense?" And I responded back. I said, "Well, evidently it's something that you don't have." you know, uh,
Ooh, burn.
how stupid a question is that? If you don't know what common sense is, you must be living under a rock.
Hey, Howie.
Well, there's a lot of people that has not been experienced to common sense. You can't really blame them. I mean, it's not really their fault. It's conditioning, what they've been brought up as. Certain.
Some of that is a little bit of that common sense is taught by their parents as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to downgrade nobody because and they just got to be shown. That's all it is. It's not that I'm right or they're wrong. It's just I'll admit to anybody I've been wrong several times in life, but you learn. But these alien stuff, I mean, I'm not saying there's not any, but if there's anything, it's demonic in nature. It's not. That's what it boils down to, in my opinion. course, it don't take a rocket scientist to look around and watch the news for about 10 minutes, and you'll pretty much realize that this whole world is demonic.
The news certainly is.
Well, the stuff coming out of the news, it's every time you turn around, it's something that makes no rational sense at all. And how people can just condone that and just go on with their lives, I have no idea. Back when I was growing up, they would have ran them out of town for acting like that or doing stupid stuff. Stupidity nowadays is a normal action.
Well, yeah, they're giving it away everywhere.
Yeah, what was considered crazy and stupid.
You know how much we love free stuff.
Well, I mean, I like something free every once in a while if it's something that deserving of it. I don't want something that I'm not deserving of, but no man. And, somebody give me a free coupon or a free hamburger, I'll take it.
Well, without giving away too much information, somebody said something about giving you something. But you never showed up, picked it up.
Well, I wasn't sure. I wasn't for sure what you was talking about.
Oh, I absolutely.
I wasn't
meant
paying attention that night.
Yeah.
The other night, I wasn't.
But I'm gonna tease the audience a little
Well,
bit.
my mind, dude, is I'm getting a little better today, but last couple 2-3 days I was like blah,
I'm just gonna tease the audience a little bit, and this will be a review. And this is your box, by the way, sir. But
Well, I didn't give it to you. I didn't loan it to you.
I know that.
That ain't my box. I didn't loan it to you.
No, but yeah, this is yours because I'm not going to use
Well,
for.
but that ain't my
abuse
name on
things.
there.
You want me to write your name on it? Would make you feel
What's
better?
it say? Rit is there. I can't read that. Reteg is.
Redivis.
Oh,
See, I'm
Dude.
covering what it is.
I can't. I'm not.
There's people
comprehending.
zooming in on their screen right now trying to read that. See,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
But I'm not going to give it away because I'm doing a review. But this is goblins.
It's probably a daggone glitter bomb.
Yeah, a stink bomb mixed in with it.
That would be what I would do to somebody. I would say, "Hey, man, you want this?" And lay them
Wow,
on.
that looks like it might be fancy, man. Give me
And
that.
lay them on for about a week. When you gonna come for and get your box, dude? And they'll get it and take it home. That would be mean, wouldn't it? That'd be bad.
But yeah, and it's cool because some of these guys doing these pranks got like cameras and stuff tied to them, and they're
It is funny to watch a
they're
big.
tied into a cellular network so they can watch the guy get sprayed with,
Yeah, South Florida sunshine. Yeah, it's my opinion that the demons are disembodied spirits of the Nephilim. That's what they are.
hello again. How you doing? Oh, all right then. Sit with Dad. Yeah. Sooner or later, mankind's going to dabble in the dark, on the dark side for too long. And,
They're doing
it's
it
going
now,
to happen
dude.
anyway. According to the Bible, a lot of this stuff's going to happen anyway. They're Satan's running free right now. So it only makes sense that his demons would follow.
They're already dabbling in stuff they shouldn't be dabbling in right now. Playing God and messing around with the DNA and trying to make things that they shouldn't be making. Well, of course, they done that back in ancient history too. The same thing before Noah.
Paint has graced us with her multicolored face.
Does that cat have a gray spot in the middle of it between its eyes?
Actually, she's almost what do they call that?
Calico?
No, she is a calico, but there's a what is that?
I just noticed that. It looked like it had one little
Yeah,
gray
I
spot.
thought she was. Help me out, Carol. She doesn't have two different colored eyes. They're both greenish yellow. But I thought at first, because right down the middle, look at the camera. Don't get mad at me. Just look at the camera. Right down the middle, she's got this line,
Oh yeah. Okay, I see it now.
and it's almost perfectly straight down her nose there. And
Cat's gonna leave me alone.
at first, you would think that she was what is that when people have one green eye, one blue eye, or something like yeah, chimera. Yeah, I thought she was, but then when she got older, I realized that both of her eyes were the same color. It's just the way her. The reason I call her paint is she looked like when she was a kitten, she looked like she had run through a bunch of paint. I mean, it was just, there's no pattern to it. It's just all over the place. And I don't know if you really seeing this light. This light's horrible. And then she's got a black stripe down the back. Almost.
Yeah, I see it a little bit. Yeah.
Then her belly it's got just white with patches in it. I'm sorry, honey. Just
The cat said, "Leave me alone, dude."
bragging on you. She don't care. She's purring her little heart out right now.
I've seen some funny colored up cats before. The one we called Rusty, it was all different colored. I first called him when he was born. I called him Dirty Kitty, but as he got older, I said, "Well, that don't sound right. I'm just gonna call him Rusty."
KP Heath, and good evening from Louisiana. Well, after Clementine came back, had her babies after being gone a whole year, she left again. So I guess it's going to be another year before she comes back with another litter.
Yeah. I'll be back in another year, Homan, bring another bunch of cats.
All her babies are white and gray except for one. It's white and tan. And then paints are just solid colors. Like there's one over here, it's gray and white. It's mostly gray. My favorite one passed away. He was the black one with the swirl on his nose, white black swirl.
Yeah.
And one on his chest was like that too.
Well, I kind of liked the one we called Callie. Of course, it died, but that's generally how it goes. That's why I kind of like don't anymore. It's hard to do, but I don't want to be particular toward one certain one.
Yeah.
I know that's just me, but I'm just afraid of having it again.
Well, I know.
It's happened several times. Every time I got really attached to an animal, yeah, but you can just bet money on it. Something's going to happen to it every time. Now, well, I'll just tolerate them and take care of them and and like them and everything. But I'm not going to, you know, that way when something did happen to them, it wouldn't be as bad, with cats are unusual creatures in themselves. I think they're smarter. They are way smarter than dogs. I'm sorry. I've had dogs before, and I thought they were smart too. But dogs, in my book, anymore is stupid. I mean, it's the way they have nowhere close to the personality of the cat does. They may be as you know smart-ish.
So glad they're asleep right now.
Mine's asleep somewhere.
Don't stir them up. You'll regret it.
They don't. These cats here, I hardly ever know they're on the place until I just look around and they're there. Now, if we're in the living room, they'll come in there where we're at and start climbing on stuff, and then I have to get the sport ball out. And if we're outside, here they come. We're outside sitting in the lawn chair or something, here they come. Every time, dude. Oh, they're outside. They just want to be around us for some reason. It's just every animal we've had has done that. They just want to be around us. Outside of the rabbit, they don't care either way.
Sounds like fun, Andrew.
Yeah, take them kids to their pawpaws. Yeah, my grandkids was around yesterday, two of them. I thought I'm still getting a little bit warm.
Yeah,
Maybe I shouldn't have drunk that coffee.
if I turn the air conditioner off, it gets hot like really fast in here.
Yeah, I got it on in the living room, but I got this fan blowing on me right now. I'm still sweating a little bit. When I got sugar anyway, diabetes, and it don't take much sweat.
Corn-fed life. Howdy, howdy. I had I got a picture of that package that they sent me the other day. It was supposed to be 2 bags of 2 5-pound bags of rice.
Yeah. Hey, you tell me about that other rice.
Boy, oh boy, that was hot. I was like, there is no point in all that. Somebody was, I mean, I can understand sometimes people have bad days at work, but
Not that bad a mistake. I mean,
seriously, don't take it on the customer. It's not their fault.
how can you mix up an order like that with? Did you say 2 bags of white rice, or we do that? Do we mix them? I mean,
It's 2 bags of white rice.
yeah. I mean,
But
ain't that hard to figure out?
no,
I'll put my
looks like I'm gonna have to. Let me see if I can.
hypnotic glasses on.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna transfer it from my phone to the computer, and then because for some reason the mobile version of StreamYard won't let you share anything from your phone.
Oh,
Sounds
that's
ignorant, but
I know.
I hypnotize the audience. Unless they want
What
to be hypnotized.
what's flatter than a pancake? It says Kansas University found it was flatter than a pancake. What, the Earth?
All right, and I suppose NASA's taking pictures of the Earth with a fisheye lens. Is that the argument? Because I'm not buying it.
Well, I can't confirm or deny if it's flat or round. But I have no way of proving it either way. I assume it's round, and I can't disprove it's not round. Until I can get into a spacecraft and go up there and see for myself, I'm going to have to assume it's round.
You have to ask yourself who even started that argument, because that's been around for years and
The flat
years.
earthers. Well, back before Columbus's day, his voyages, they out back in those days, they thought it was flat. If you remember hearing, the Earth is flat and you'll fall off the edge if you go in a ship over there to the New World. You'll fall off the edge of the world and break your finger.
Oh,
Well, then again, I mean, like I said, I can't.
I mean, it's fine. I don't. I can't.
It
Persuade
wouldn't.
somebody to believe something else that I believe. Wouldn't be fair to them. But
It wouldn't be surprisingly if it was flat and it was more to it than what we thought it was. But I'm not seeing it. I mean, just because somebody says it's flat or round, I'm just going to assume it's round. Frankly, I don't care. It's not making, it's not changing my life one way or another.
don't wake those babies up. Don't you dare, girl. You don't.
Hey,
Leave
wake
them
up!
alone.
It's on the computer.
I think it looked like she was whispering something in one of the kitten's ears.
Yeah.
He's on the computer talking to somebody. This is One day they'll figure out how to make Bluetooth faster.
Yeah, getting back on that flat Earth, they tried to say it. There's a certain reason why the airlines and stuff don't fly to a destination in a straight line because of that, and a bunch of other hoopla. I don't know.
So the Blackbird, which flies 80, like above 80,000 feet, almost, space. Um, nah, never mind. Hmm.
I've seen a lot of videos of experiments done as far as video, you know, taking trying to video a piece of ground so many miles out across the water, and if it was around, it'd be a curvature to it. As far as the piece of ground you wouldn't be able to see it. Let's say 100 miles away or 50 miles away, you wouldn't be able to see it. But
Because
that
there's no way that you could take in the whole horizon.
but that
We
could
can
be fake too.
we can only see so much of the horizon,
If it was
and if that
scientifically, if it was scientifically done, and you had a X amount of miles out in the open water, and you had a large body of land out there at the end of that X amount of miles, and you use at the other end of it, and you could shoot across there, and if you've seen the entire strip of land without it dropping below the horizon, then there's a good. I mean, I'll take that. Let's say 100 miles, and take a really good camera, a good telescope or binoculars or something. You should be able to see the land with a good pair of binoculars. Let
hey
alone,
Bob, Michael, Joshua Lewis, y'all, good evening to you. Yeah,
you take a
but
telescope and see a long ways off with a telescope.
and then the engineering and technical side of me kicks in, and it's like, okay, well um, then why are we not hearing radio signals from other countries? Because FM is line of sight. And
Right.
there's radio stations, like there's one in Canada. It's 200,000 watts on FM.
Yeah, they should be just overpowering everything.
But the problem with FM is line of sight and also the curve of
Right.
the supposed curvature of the Earth. Horizon to horizon. It limits
Well,
FM. And
I could go biblically on that. Well, there's such thing as the firmament and the
yeah.
dome or what have you. But I won't dabble in that too much. But I don't have my Bible in front of me. I don't want to misquote it.
Yeah.
So I won't dabble in it. But it just seems to me like you should be able to shoot shoot a straight line across a body of water. And if you can see that object out there so many miles out there with a good telescope with no drop below the horizon or anything, there can't be no curvature.
Yeah.
If you do it scientifically, but I don't know, dude. That's another rabbit hole.
True.
That's another one, dude. We could be here all night just talking smack about it, and we wouldn't know no more than we did when we started.
There you go. Can you see the jasmine rice? Is that sharing it or not? I guess it's not. Let's try a different option here. Stop sharing. Okay, I see what it's doing now. There. That's what I want to share. Share screen. Window. Wow. Uh-oh.
Oh, was that my cat or yours?
No, I heard
think
it.
I think it's mine.
Yeah, I heard it on your end.
There's probably a damn yellow cat out here trying to have its way with one of my females.
So you see that the white rice made it intact, but the jasmine rice not so much.
They busted
It's all
that bag,
working
eh?
like that. Yeah,
They busted it? Wow, dude.
it's like they threw it in there or something.
Wow. That's unprofessional. I don't know who done that, but
And you see how flimsy that white bubble wrap baking envelope thing is. I mean, there's no way that would have held 10 pounds of rice in
No.
transit. So FedEx, when they wrote a new label, they put it in a box because they're smart.
Looked like somebody might have football kicked that box across the loading dock and let's load it now.
Yeah.
Are they going there's one knows are they gonna refund you?
Yeah, they refunded me already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just
Mighty
really
nice of them. I don't know, dude. The quality of service we get in more with stuff we order is you just taking a gamble every time you order something where it's going to come back in one piece or not.
Yeah, I called him. I went through that automated chat thing on their website, and then it said we're unable to help you, so call this number. And I called the number, and it went through this list of it was another automated thing, and I said this is exactly what I said. So y'all, next time you get stuck with automated customer service at Walmart.com or whatever, do this. Say, I don't know. I'd like to speak to a person, please. And then the machine will say, okay, we're connecting you to a customer service. Your wait is X amount of minutes, which mine was only like a minute. And they were really nice about it because I was polite to them. I wasn't angry or anything. I sort of kind of calmed down after I, realized that somebody could have been having a really crappy day or something. I don't know, but I don't know what the problem was. But I told the lady, I said, look, I don't want to go through the mess of, sending back and all this crap. I said, just send, let me keep the white rice that's, still intact in the bag and then just refund me the money for the bag of jasmine that I didn't even order. And she said, okay, we can do that. I'm like, thank you. So sometimes just being polite to them. Ooga. But I don't know about anybody else. I don't know what you're supposed to do when you cook jasmine rice to make it taste right, but it's got a weird taste to me, so I steer clear of jasmine rice altogether. I like brown rice. I like white rice, but I don't like the jasmine. It tastes weird. It's got a weird smell when it cooks. It's almost like it's gone, like it's rancid. So, I mean, if it's supposed to be like that, fine, but it's not. It's not my cup of rice or my cup of tea. I'm just gonna steer clear from it. I did keep it though, and like, hey Michi, good to see you. And like Passamaquoddy said, hold on to what didn't get dumped out um, in the in the bag, in the box. I went ahead and just sealed it up in a bag and put it up for hard times. And it's only like 2 or 3 cups left in the bag. I ought to be glad there's not like floor sweeping, like they could try to sweep it up into the box or something. But it does look like they punched it around or threw it around or something. Yeah, I always rinse my rice anyway because you don't know what kind of crap is on there. Michi, how you doing? I appreciate your support. I really do. That's awesome. Uh-oh, babies are waking up. Uh-oh. No, no, no. I'll sing them a lullaby. Okay, they're going back to sleep. Yeah. Verna, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Michi, I was actually expecting us to have storms by now. Here being
From the looks of the radar, it's about a couple hours away. Should get something.
okay.
If it keeps on the right track, it's going. I went out there to see if that cat was running around out there. Yellow cat. Mary said, "Well, won't we give him something else?" I said, "No, we ain't feeding that cat. No. Get him coming. No. Feeding.
Oh wow! Look at that mess.
That's not what's."
What is my?
That's not what's showing in Kentucky yet.
My browser's being stupid. There we go.
Oh, there you are. Yeah, out there. That's going a yellow part of it's what's going to hit us. That's our that coloration in it. If it keeps that track, we'll probably get something out of it.
Looks like Western Kentucky's getting hit, about to get hit hard. St. Louis. Yeah, look at that right through there. Wow.
Out there about what is that? Evansville. It's just coming. It's east of Evansville right now.
Yeah, Joplin right now. Joplin, Missouri is getting it pretty bad right now.
Yeah. That may fizzle out before it reaches us, potentially. I don't know. Out there, air is pretty humid out there right now. Anyway, I mean
Yeah.
it won't. There's still a lot of energy out there.
Find can't find anything in the dark. No, I'll tell you what. Windows 11.
Oh, I hate it.
You're gonna be the death of me yet.
I hate it. They can't keep it simple. They can't keep what works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, just update it a little bit. Windows 10, update it. You know, it's just putting all that other crap in there. Don't ever need. Yeah, it slowed mine down a little bit. I can tell the difference after I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's not. That's not liking it too well.
Yeah, they slipped it in on me.
You know, you weren't looking, just like they did me, yeah. Well, it had either it was me or the cats. One unplugged the laptop overnight, and then I woke up the next day and it was dead. I plugged it in, it restarted, and I'm like, uh-oh. Because normally
Well,
I put my laptop to sleep. I don't ever shut it down.
well, that's what I usually shut mine down, and sometimes, and when I started back up, there it was. Oh Lord,
Um,
it messed up my video editing, the one I was used to, and I had to do that other one. It's got that all messed up.
oh, Hugo, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, y'all. Okay. Yeah. Carol's on it. Okay, good. She's sharing out. Uh, Michi's link to her YouTube channel. And I've been visiting a lot of channels, and because they're usually a friend is like sub to those channels, so I go to see what they're all about, and then I try to support them as much as I can, and it's worked because I'm actually seeing more subs now. It really helps to network, like Sheena said. You know, you get out there and you get to know people, and the next thing you know, you're earning more subs. And then they tell people about you and so forth. So wow, that's awesome. That's That's what it's all about. So I checked on the pumpkin plants by the back door here, and man, it's funny how pumpkin grows because it starts out looking like it's going to be a something like a like a crook neck squash,
Yeah.
and it's just the way they grow, I guess. So I was thinking, oh my God, they ripped me off. I was thinking a package of pumpkin seeds was replaced with squash seeds, which they're all squash, but then I got thinking about it. No, that's the way they grow. They get a ball on them, and then they get like a long stem, and then that changes as they get bigger. Oh, look it! Who came to see everybody? Who came to see Passamaquoddy? We need Charlie. Oh, what's the matter? You like put me down, human. I didn't authorize this. One of the citizens of Catlandia. All right. Get over there in the big pile of. No, no, don't walk across the keyboard. Oh my goodness. Michi, this is Passamaquoddy's favorite cat. This is Charlie. She's a sweetheart. She's been alone in the past 3 days. I don't know if she's
They get that way.
just wanting her space, I guess. Which I don't mind because that's one less in my face. Yeah, I don't have any dogs here. I had one a couple of years ago, and I'm almost certain somebody poisoned her. But
They
it's a Siberian Husky, full blood.
seen somewhere the other day that somebody had was giving away. Well, they wasn't giving away a $25 a fee Siberian Huskies pups. They'd have to be a pup before I take it. But I don't need a dog.
I don't, after what happened to Nikita, I don't know if I can bring a dog in or not. I don't know. She would want outside, so I'd put her outside, and of course you can't. You have to be careful with Huskies because Huskies, if you don't train them as a pup, they'll wander off. And oftentimes Huskies, people will snatch them up because they're so beautiful. They're just like, well, it's got to be a stray, and then next thing you know, you don't have a dog anymore. You don't have a Husky. But she was in the shed. It's when I lived up here on top of the hill in the double wide. She was in the shed. So she was, in the shade and everything.
Yeah.
I called it.
That's where she died at?
Yeah.
Wow.
And there wasn't anything in there that, she could have got a hold of it and make her sick or anything.
Wouldn't have thought so.
I called that, where that animal hospital over there in Junction on the right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I called them and they said, look at her gums. And they were like white. And they said sounds like poisoning to us. And if you want us to verify it, you could bring her in. And I said, no, I said, I'd just soon bury her. And you know, which you did. But she wouldn't hurt fly. I mean, she was goofy as all get out. Sweetheart.
Yeah.
I don't know. She
I
never
don't know. You know, somebody could have poisoned her, but then you know she could have. I don't know what she could have got a hold of, but
Yeah. The shed was pretty much cleaned out. There wasn't anything in there that she could have got a hold of. Unless a scorpion or something got her, but I don't know. Yeah, it could have been. I don't know. I don't know, Carol, but it's turned me off. You know, from having a dog. It's kind of hard to have cats because I'm afraid that's going to happen to them. And I've already lost a handful of them. But yeah, that's what I did, Carol. They told me to check her gums. So, I don't know. One day she was fine. The next day she wasn't.
that's kind of how this kitten was. I mean, the night before, she's in the house and everything, and couldn't tell anything was wrong with her. But next day, she's dead as a doornail.
And no, Nikita wasn't a very loud. She didn't. The only time she barked is when um, she wanted out the potty or if her water bowl was empty. And she would talk to us, how huskies do, and she'd argue with you. I wished I had video of her doing that. It was hilarious. But she's a big sweetheart. Is all she was. And she was a rescue. Somebody dropped her off on Hal Rogers Parkway. People get huskies. They don't realize huskies and Malamutes are a handful. And I've already had one husky before her. And I knew firsthand what they're like. Yeah, they're a handful. But she was pretty well behaved. I just can't understand. Maybe there was something she did at the previous owner's house that they didn't like. And they just said, well, I know, I'll just drop her off on this busy parkway. Someone will pick her up. Well, chances are, if I had not seen her, well, the ex saw her on the side of the road. She said, was that a wolf? And I said, no, I don't think it was a wolf. That looked like a husky. We turned around, went back, and she come right up to us, wagging that tail.
There was one that was running around here about a couple weeks or 3 weeks ago. I've seen him 2-3 times in front of the house or in the field. It was a husky. It wasn't a coyote.
Yeah.
I got a close up look. He had a collar on him. It belonged to somebody. I don't know who it was, but he acted like he was friendly. But I shoot him off because I didn't want him to attack the cats.
Hey, Bob, are your neighbors watching any objectionable material on our outdoor projector?
That's where you catch your neighbor doing that when you take either one of them big expensive fireworks. It's in a tube. Aim it right at the screen. Blow a big hole through it. Oh, I'm sorry, my fireworks tilted over.
Indiana Jones. Okay, they're watching Indiana Jones.
Well, that ain't too bad. Yeah, that'd be nice. I've been thinking about a couple times of getting me one of those outdoor uh, screens and stuff. My buddy of mine used to have one. Well, I was actually Eugene's son-in-law. He used to have one. We used to go over and watch outdoor movies outside. It's pretty good doing that.
Yeah, Bob, get your lawn chair out and tell them to turn it up so you can hear it.
Yeah.
There's in Ohio there was a movie theater and they broadcast the audio on AM on two different channels because they had two different screens. One would face this way and the other one would face the opposite direction. And we used to sit up on a hill and you had a perfect view of the screen. The other screen you couldn't see so well because there wasn't anywhere you could park to watch. But we knew where to tune to, and you could sit there and listen to it while you're watching it up on the hill. I don't know if those people knew that. That theater owners. You don't have to worry about sneaking nobody in for free. You just sit up there on the hill and watch the damn movie.
Well, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey,
Yeah.
it's not stealing or anything. It's not.
No, I mean out there in the open.
Yeah.
I remember when the Somersets used to be pretty active. Or driving. Yeah, I don't know if they're still open or not. I think they closed. But
Stanford's don't even. I think Stanford's still open.
yeah, I don't think Stanford's doing a flea market anymore.
No.
They should have stopped for that for some reason. I don't think he was doing very well. I just don't think flea market Stanford was doing very well. Theater did all right, but
Constitution Square up here in Danville now. I don't know if they still do it or not, which I think they probably do. They used to have them outdoor movie nights. I don't know if they still do that or not.
But man, drive-in theaters are as American as apple pie and Coke. And we're losing it. There's not very many left,
No, it's not.
and the technology has advanced so far that they could put some really awesome high definition films out there on the big screen, but they've lost interest because people can use their phones or go to Amazon, order the movie and watch it for like $1. You got Prime, you can watch stuff like that sometimes for $1.
Yeah, there ain't nothing no better than going to a drive-in movie, sitting there and. But especially if you got a pickup truck, you can get your lawn chairs and sit in the back of the pickup truck, and this nice, warm night like it is tonight. Sit there and watch. I've watched Smoking the Bandit at the drive-in when it first come out, and Walking Tall, and Legend of Bogey Creek. Dude, when that movie first come out, Legend of Bogey Creek come out in the drive-in, God, that's scary. I remember that like it was yesterday. Wasn't very old, but it scared the daylights out of me. Well, they nobody goes outside much no more, Bob, in the cities, but in the country, some do still. Not many.
Oh man, I'm all about the outdoors.
Hmm.
I'd rather be out there than in the house all the time. But good Lord, it's been so hot. Feels like the sun's like right on you.
Which I can understand why people don't want to sit outside in the city or whatever, but it's not very safe. I wouldn't think.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, see, I did. I went for the longest time. Mosquitoes would hardly bite me at all. And now this year, for some reason, like you said, they're on steroids. So they're out for definitely out for blood because they, and like I said, they didn't never used to bite me, but now they're starting to bite me. So, um, but I got a lot of dragonflies around here, and they eat mosquitoes. So hopefully
That,
they're doing their job.
that's the only downside, I guess might say, to a drive-in movie. If you're sitting in the back of a pickup truck, is mosquitoes. But I've got one of those old drive-in theater speakers. I got one now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Picked it up. I don't know where I got it at. I don't even know where it's at. I know I got it. It's in a box somewhere.
Billy Gates. Oh, Gilly Bates. Yeah, that's the safe way to say his name. Then I would want to have him slap me with some kind of copyright thing. Oh, copyrighted my name. It's like he invented the internet. Yeah, sure, sure he did.
Eh, there's a lot of things ain't like it used to be.
Did I tell you what I found up on the hill?
Uh-uh.
I did show you what I found. Dude, this is real too.
Yeah. Where'd they come from? Around the building, that building back there?
No, this was out. They probably drug it out when they were working up there with the bulldozer.
Okay.
It was right up where, not like maybe about 10 feet from the rose bush up there.
Yeah,
So
it ain't no telling how old that is. That's old because that's old.
yeah, I don't think it's off the horses that they had here. I don't know.
It's hard to tell without looking at it better, but it looked like it's antique.
It would clean up nicely, but I don't know if I want to take the patina off of it. I mean, it kind of gives character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it'll give me luck, but you're supposed to put them up like this above your door.
Yeah. I never did. I turned them down. Maybe that's why I had bad luck.
It all spilled out.
That makes sense now, don't it?
Yeah. There's an old lore, and I'm not sure if it's Indian lore or not, but when the moon is laying on its like a bowl,
Mm-hmm.
it's collecting rain, and that's how they predicted whether they were going to get a rain or not. And then when it
Right.
started to tilt like that, that's when they would get the rain. It kind of makes sense.
I've got a little piece of history that I bought it from my cousin out of his shop. I don't think he really knew what it was when I bought it, when he sold it to me, but I gave $15 for it. But it's and where is that right now? I got it late, it's put up somewhere, but it's a bridle bit from a horse, cavalry horse, bridle bit from the
Oh, that's cool.
Civil War. It's it comes from the Battle of Pearl. It was found in a. He bought a bunch of stuff at an estate auction there in Perryville, and he had it sitting there. And as soon as I seen it, I know what it was. I said, "How much you want for that?" He told me $15. I said, "Okay." I clean. Well, it was pretty clean. I gone on the internet and looked around at different ones. Golly, not even as good a shape as mine is. $400.
Wow.
And I ain't told him no different yet. I wish I know I seen this the other day because I put it up somewhere. I'll find it here in a minute and I'll show it to you sometime.
Cool. Well, flies have been bad too. My God. I got a couple in here won't leave me the hell alone.
Let me see. I've got to find it. Now I got myself wanting to find it, but I need to know where it's at.
Randy turns his camera on. He's all tangled up in a bunch of stuff. And
Because I had it with me one day. No. That's just funny. You can't when you're looking for something, you never find it.
yeah. But then when you're looking,
I seen it just the other day.
and then when you're looking for something completely different, you're like, oh, that's where that
Oh yeah,
thing was.
yeah.
Now that you don't want it, you know. I heard nobody's buying Bud Light. Somebody told a story the other day in a live that they were filling the beer case with Bud Light. He says, "Anyone buying it?" He said, "No." I'm like, well, I think they should just cut their losses.
As it was the exact opposite of where I thought I had it at.
That's how it goes.
Hopefully you can see it.
Oh yeah.
I come from There's a great big house, an old house that they were at the battlefield had bought the property and the house too, and they
Yeah.
were auctioning everything that was in the house. And this stuff here happened to be, he said it was in a basement. Uniforms and stuff like that. The battlefield cabbage done all of them, but they had left, they had forgot and overlooked this one little piece right here.
And it's so obvious because it's got a U.S.
Yeah, and
Stamp on the side of it.
they'd overlooked this when they were putting stuff in their truck to not be auctioned. And he seen it and he bought this and a one of those antique curiosity cabinets. Got the glass.
Yeah. Yeah, Carol, it's a bridal bit.
The cavalry battle bit from the Battle of Peril. And as soon as he seen it, he kind of covered on it.
Well, that's good.
And
At least it didn't get, shoved in a corner and then
yeah,
roast all the hell. And then next thing you know, it'll be
it's
worth anything.
it's a little rusty around this area, and I just have never got around to cleaning it up. But I wanted to kind of leave it in that condition until I get somebody appraise it.
Oh, that's cool.
But I've seen them online at a high dollar, and not even, and some of them don't even have all that hardware and everything. But yeah, I took it to the Pearl Battlefield when I done an investigation there one night.
Oh,
Kind of wish I hadn't have done that because nothing worked.
yeah.
We did our cameras wouldn't work or nothing. The batteries, fully charged batteries, went drained. Laptop batteries drained.
And you had the bridal bit with you?
Yeah, I had it with me. I done it as a trigger object.
Yeah, that probably.
Oh, this Actor Me one, I told the guy, he invited me to go with him and his group. And I said, well, I'm going to tell you one thing before we go. You better be bringing plenty of batteries for your flashlights and your digital recorders and stuff. Why? I said, well, it's going to sap them. And sure enough, it did.
Yep.
I had a fully charged camera and set on a tripod up at the main part of the battle where it's supposed to happen, that initial battle. And set it up and everything and had it rigged up and everything ready to, with the sensor that I had the camera pointed on the sensor, like one of them driveway sensors,
Mm-hmm.
like I showed you.
Yeah.
And it was a fully charged battery on that camera. And as soon as I set it up and everything, walked off, it just went boop, dead. I checked it, dead as 4 o'clock. Sapped it. But anyway, that's where it come from. How they ended up with it, I don't know. But
Well, I mean, there's no telling how many places there's stuff
Well,
in the ground. And,
well, I know exactly about where the house was at. He was describing where the house was located at, and that part of the area was during the battle was used as a hospital. They used a lot of them houses as a hospital, field hospital. And two, there's been a lot of people finding all kinds of stuff around there, plowing and stuff like that. guns and swords and cannonballs and stuff like that. I've got several bullets that I found there.
Oh boy. Sorry, folks. I don't mean to yawn.
Yeah, you're gonna get me yawning.
Yeah.
And it won't be long till I'm gonna go to bed here in a little bit because I'm gonna don't want to stay
Yeah.
early.
I'm probably gonna cut it off here pretty soon. Let's see what. Yeah, just here in a few minutes. It's going on 1 o'clock here, and I have not been sleeping too good lately, so I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I'm on the enchanted couch. This couch is
that's terrible.
sleep. And I just sat back on it. That's when the yawning started, was when I sit back. So
It's pulling you into the magical.
it's like a vortex or
Yeah.
sleep here.
You see Barry start sinking into the couch cushion.
Yeah. This,
He'll go into another realm.
look. Oh.
Be like sinking to be like Alice in Wonderland.
Oh. Cat stirring. Uh-oh. Solar. I got to reset the solar thing, the solar charger over there. I moved some stuff around, and I think I might have bumped one of the settings on it. And the freaking light that I got tied in on the load,
Yeah.
which the load is just basically you could run some 12-volt lights around your house and stuff for backup lighting. And that freaking thing came on. It comes on as soon as the solar panel senses sunlight. And the sun, it had just barely cleared the forest over here. That stupid light was shining right in my eyes. I'm like, what is that? So I had to get up and go over there, turn it off. You know, you're not quite fully functioning yet to, you know, it's only one button, but you have to go through a whole list of things. You know, it's one button that controls everything in the menu. And when you're half awake, that's
Yeah.
the last thing you want to screw with, you know.
Yeah, when your brain is not exactly
So
comprehending things.
but it's nice to know that works, but it's not. I must have bumped it the other day when I moved things around, and
Yeah. You know, I woke up this morning and everything, and Betty went to church and everything, come back, spent all day. A while ago, I looked, I said, oh my God, I have not took my morning meds.
uh-oh,
I have not took my meds yet. None. And no wonder I feel like crap.
that would do it.
Oh my Lord, no wonder. I'm going to take my morning meds tonight. I have to skip my night meds. I've done it more times than once. Usually, it's the first thing I think of when I get up in the morning. You know, that I got them sitting right there and where I can see them.
Yeah.
And I must have got distracted somehow or another, and which is not a big thing. It's easy done. Ooh, well, look at it.
But that's not enough light over here. Let me. Oh Lord, the cats are stirred up. In the live pretty soon. Okay, so I've already used a little bit out of it. It's at 13.2 volts. So I even pointed the light downwards because when it's standing up, it's it's in your eyes.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's very bright, but it's bright when the room is a little bit dark or even darker, and you're trying to sleep.
Yeah.
I like it dark when I sleep. So
Yeah, me too. Well, I mean, that light there is better than that at all.
yeah,
You know?
it's not the most efficient light because it's incandescent,
Yeah.
and I've got some I got some lights that are in my on one of my Amazon lists that they're automotive lights. They're like RV lights,
Yeah.
and there's like 8 lights in a pack, and then there's wire to go along with. Well, no, you have to buy the wire separate, but they have switches, so every one of them's got a switch. I could leave the load on all the time,
Yeah. Just
and
switch
then
one on if you needed it. Yeah.
yeah, and they're dimmable, so you could even save even more energy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't like when I sleep. I don't like no lights on. My daughter and the kid to come over, in the living room. It's this darkest dungeon in there. How can y'all? And that's during the daytime. How can y'all stay in here in the dark? I said, well, I just got used to it. I said, hold on a minute, I'll turn you right on and let before the boogeyman get you. No,
Still
they
having Halloween up.
I said, you just gotta get used to it. I just never could sleep with a light.
Oh, oh, kitty. Still got
But one,
Halloween up.
but one thing I have to sleep. One thing I need to sleep with, and if I ain't got it, man, I hear every noise in the world is a fan. I have to have a fan on, either turn towards me in the summer or turn the other way in the winter, where I can just hear the noise. That's
Yeah.
all I need.
Oh, Carol, what I did was I muted my microphone down to the bottom of StreamYard, and then I
Hmm.
muted my laptop, and then went ahead and added my phone to the stream. That's how you avoid that echo reverb stuff. Otherwise, yeah, there's a that's the only way you could do it is you just have to mute your microphone in StreamYard and then mute your laptop speakers and then add the other device to the stream, add it to StreamYard, and that way you won't get that echo and all that crap in there. I know it took me a while to get the hang of it.
Oh my God! Now she said, Carol, now I can walk around naked if it's hot or I'm something other coming from the shower.
Who is? All the
Hughie,
cats are awake.
Hughie Homestead.
Oh,
All
TMI.
righty then. Oh, he walk around naked.
Pettit Jean River Homestead. Good evening. Welcome to the live. I'm gonna be on just for a couple more minutes. Um, it's 1 a.m. 108, 105 a.m. here in Kentucky, and I'm already yawning.
You tinted your windows. Why would you want to do that? I thought you was going. It said you was going to walk around naked.
Just remember, when you have lights on inside and it's dark outside,
They can see.
you can see. Yeah,
Yeah, the 10 windows don't mean nothing.
yeah, possible, Quaddy. I was wondering about Homestead Aquarius and Tennessee Bushcrafter. I haven't seen them tonight. They must have had something to do or on the phone or something.
Yeah, tinting your windows would keep the sun. It would actually make it even cooler in the house, I would think.
Yeah, I was thinking some room darkening curtains or shades.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Plus, if I want to pull some rip wrap in, thinking I'm asleep, then that would be perfect.
Yeah. If I was going to tint my windows, I would get that tent, that limousine tent that is reflective. They can see, but they can't. You can see up, they can't see in. Have you seen that type of tent?
Yeah, actually,
It's
that
kind of silvery color.
that brick house, that big fancy brick house, the mansion at the end of Black Pike.
Yeah.
Not Black Pike, but it's right there at the intersection of Black Pike and
Yeah. Maxwell. Yeah.
now those windows are like that. They also you can't take pictures through their window because
Right.
I've taken pictures of that place before, not on purpose, but I had a dash cam and you could not see anything. The windows were completely whited out, and it didn't matter what time of day. Those windows would be whited out. So that's probably what they got.
Yeah, they paid high dollar for them windows.
Oh, they did. Look at the damn house they live in.
Yeah. They spent some that drug money on that.
Yeah, probably. It's sure not farming, and they got all that farmland around there.
Better explain to her again, Barry.
Oh, I forgot to hide the.
Oh well.
Yeah, Pettigene Homestead. I usually start the lives at 11 a.m. Eastern time, or 11 p.m. I'm sorry, 11 p.m.
11 a.m.
See, I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah.
11 p.m. So, yeah, I have run until like 2 or 3 in the morning, but it's not going to happen today. I'm tired and I've not been sleeping real good. So,
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. I think. Oh my god, it's getting bad.
Well, it is safe harbor hours. It is, technically after 10 o'clock on TV stations is
Safe
safe
harbor.
harbor. So
Yeah.
yeah, I've heard worse on YouTube.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't get to 56 without hearing something like what we talk about in chat here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna call it, guys, and get some sleep. Hopefully, I appreciate everybody coming in, and the new faces are always welcome. Uh, Next live will be, unless I do some kind of pop up live during the week or something. Next one will be 11 p.m.
I'm not naked. I got my shirt. Got my shirt off. It's hot. Take my
Oh
word for
Lord,
it.
it's catching. It's catching. Look.
Oh my God! I should have. I'm not naked. I wasn't naked. I just had my shirt off.
Oh Lordy.
But
All
prove
right.
it. Prove it. No.
We'll just watch the replay.
No.
Again, y'all, thanks a lot for coming in. Don't forget to share us out, and we'll be back next Sunday at 11 p.m. Eastern time. And you never know. I might do a pop up live in the middle of the week. I know I've been talking about doing that, but I just haven't done it yet. So everybody have a good night out there, and even a better day tomorrow. I'll talk at you all later. Bye.
Yeah.